Thoughts I'd like to share with you. I'm Brent Kylan. I'm the Assistant Director with Family Research Council Action in Washington, D.C. And it's been shared with us before today, but I want to repeat, 79% of Planned Parenthoods are located within 5 miles of a college campus. And so on this bus tour, that's why we are targeting college campuses and college cities. College students need to know the truth about Planned Parenthood and what they're doing. Taxpayers need to know the truth about what Planned Parenthood is doing. Planned Parenthood receives $500 million a year in taxpayer funds, and when the government subsidizes something, it's giving a stamp of approval. And they're doing that with our stamp, or with our taxpayer dollars. So we need to know what's going on at Planned Parenthood. We encourage everybody to watch these videos that have come out on the by the Center for Medical Progress. Watch the videos and draw your own conclusions. See what is happening. One Planned Parenthood official does talk about using less crunchy techniques in a video. In another video, a top Planned Parenthood doctor is asked if it makes a difference if they know what type of body parts are desired for research before they perform the abortion. The question is asked, direct quote, how much of a difference can that actually make if you know kind of what's expected or what we need? She responded, quote, it makes a huge difference. She goes on to say, quote, we've been very good at getting heart, lung, liver, because we know that. I'm not going to crush that part. I'm going to basically crush below, I'm going to crush above, and I'm going to see if I can get it all intact. Is that the type of statement from someone who has the best interest of a mother's health in mind? Another video shows a top official haggling over the price of these baby body parts. Planned Parenthood is the nation's largest abortion vendor. In 2013, they performed over 327,000 abortions. From 2009 to 2013, cancer screening and prevention programs have consistently decreased by about half. Its prenatal services have dropped by more than half. Yet while their other services have been on the decline, their abortion numbers have continued to stay high. 94% of Planned Parenthood's pregnancy services were abortions. And in 2013, if a pregnant woman walked into a Planned Parenthood facility, she was 174 times more likely to receive an abortion than an adoption referral. This is happening with our taxpayer dollars. Planned Parenthood will tell you that only 3% of its services come from abortion, but that's a very deceptive statistic because of how they unbundle their services. Even Slate magazine, which is not exactly a right-wing publication, called that 3% statistic, quote, the most meaningless abortion statistic ever. We want people to know that there are better alternatives out there. There are over 13,000 federally qualified community health centers across the nation that already serve women, men, and children. Planned Parenthood has about 665. That's a 20-to-1 ratio. These health centers serve more than 21 million women and families every year and provide more services than Planned Parenthood does. That over $500 million that abortion giant Planned Parenthood is receiving every year should be going to these centers. And I would just like to conclude saying, I believe at the heart of this issue, it's not about Planned Parenthood. This is about human dignity. We shouldn't be funding any organization, Planned Parenthood or another, that has been caught in such scandalous and possibly illegal business practices. An organization that is willing to take advantage of women during pregnancy and sell the organs of their babies is an organization that sees dollar signs when a pregnant woman walks in. Such an organization should not be getting any funding from the U.S. taxpayers. Human life is a gift. It's not a commodity to be exploited by Planned Parenthood to line its pockets. Life offers no guarantees. Abortion offers no chances. All human life is valuable, and now is the time for us to act to protect it. Let's protect mothers and children from this scandalous business that seeks to exploit them, and let's protect taxpayers from being forced to subsidize Planned Parenthood. Let's redirect these funds to health centers that actually serve women's health. As we conclude, just a couple of announcements. Thanks again for coming out today. We have had, as we've traveled across the country, we have had a lot of people, as you can see, sign our bus back there. We have markers, and we encourage any of you that would like to, Mark here has them, to grab a marker and add your name in support. We have hundreds of names on that bus. And then one other thing, we would like to get an accurate record of people, the number of people that have come today. So if you didn't have a chance to register online ahead of time, if you could see me, we have some iPads and we'll be able to get you registered right away. Thanks again for coming.